A major success for the Biden administration as he was able to successfully negotiate the release of multiple hostages being brought home from Russia, freeing some for other countries as well. I think it was a total of 24 people getting swapped in this prisoner negotiation, notably hostages like Paul Whelan, whom Trump attempted to rescue and failed to do so, showing Biden's diplomatic prowess in foreign relations that he was able to get this done where others failed. So let's look over a few of these clips from the event and the hostages being released, what Biden and Harris had to say, and we can discuss what it all means.
And there we have, just stepped off the plane, Evan Gershkovich, hands on his hips.
There are in this moment, but here is now Alsu reunited with her daughter. And
I think any American should be able to step out of their hyper-partisanship and say that this was an amazing thing. It's a major success, a wonderful thing for Biden to be able to achieve. We should all want hostages free, no matter which side it is that's getting them back. Now, to briefly cover each hostage that was saved, Paul Whelan was a former Marine. He went to Russia just for a wedding with another Marine, and he was arrested on fabricated charges. He ended up speaking out against in court. A lot of this seems to have it done like Russia was arresting these people purposefully to use them in hostage negotiations. Evan Gershkovich is a journalist who got to cover stories in Russia only to also be arrested on what seems like sham charges, as Russia was him more so than Paul Whelan, consistently using him as a piece to negotiate in hostage swaps. And forgive me for mispronunciation on the final name, but Alsu Kurmasheva was someone with a dual citizenship in Russia and America. She was also a journalist and was detained while she was simply visiting her mother in Russia, and then arrested for failing to register as a foreign agent, where Russia then continuously would add to these allegations, saying that she was spying, doing this, really just shamming up the charges to use her again or hold her hostage. Biden was able to free a total of 24 people throughout multiple countries in Europe and America. It was a big deal, the biggest swap since the Cold War, and again, a major testament to his diplomatic abilities.
This is an extraordinary day, and I'm very thankful for our president and what he has done over his entire career, but in particular as it relates to these families and these individuals. What he has been able to do to bring the allies together on many issues, but in particular this one. This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
Trump had poor relations with all of these countries. If he was the one in office, he would have tried and failed, been rendered unable to make these deals, just like he tried and was unable to with Paul Whelan directly, where Biden just rescued him. And as Kamala said, it shows the importance of America electing a leader that has these diplomatic abilities, that has this strength and understanding of foreign relations, not one that just recklessly pulls us out of all of our deals, recklessly breaks our negotiation, recklessly ends our alliances, says that NATO doesn't matter, all of these things, because when you need someone to rely on, you then would have no one. More world leaders have higher opinions of Biden. Biden has worked harder to keep our alliances, our deals, our communications with allies than Trump ever did, and it paid off massively yesterday with multiple hostages being freed directly because of him and Kamala and their ability to negotiate with these countries.
Before you announced that you were going to be leaving the 2024 race, can you talk to us a little bit about how important it was for you to get this deal done, knowing that you were not going to seek a second term? Was it very important?
I still get it done even if I was seeking a second term. You're stuck with me as president for a while, kid. There's no way out, okay? You got me for at least another 100 or 90 days or so. So it did not even do with that. It had to do with the opportunity and trying to convince one last country to say, okay, they'll step up.
Biden showed in being willing to step down and relinquish power that he truly cares about what's best for the country, not what's best for himself, a stark difference from what we see with Trump. His actions are predicated on helping those that he is meant to serve. Again, stark difference from that of Trump, who only cares about protecting himself and his own best interests. So I believe him when he says this. He was able to finally get all the pieces to fall in line, and so he pulled the trigger on getting it done because it was the right thing to do. And now you have JD Vance saying, oh, this only happened because of Trump. Like, what are you even talking about? And you have Trump on True Social attacking the deal rather than congratulating or commending or even saying hello to the soldiers who are back. Anything. It's just about, oh, but it's a bad deal and da-da-da-da-da. And you can see the rage in these people on the right, because to them, it's all about politics and what will help them the most, even more so than it is about taking a moment and being happy that Americans were freed and brought home. That's what should matter here, not anything else. You should want to vote for the party that wants to help you in November, that helps freeze hostages, not for the party that just wants to help their leader, that wants to anoint a king and do whatever he says, and will even use a hostage negotiation rescue as a line of attack. It's kind of gross and very disgusting. And weird. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that can interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.